Greetings, this is Frina Riamentra. I welcome you to my recap of Critical Role's episode 104, uh, 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 the Cradle's Convocation. Or as I was going to call it, preparing for Endgame. Excuse me. Planning for Endgame. I am sorry how late this was. There was two major delays. Well, I checked this like before it actually started playing. I checked like the runtime and to see like it was like under 3 hours. It was under 4 hours. I did just watch it, then in recording one. But no, and I had started getting the cough last couple days, and then the day, so no, I needed some rest. Next 2 days, basically, down called needed to conserve energy for work, actual work. You know, no shape to like write notes and stuff there. Finally came to Sunday and was finally was able to get through all of it, like to quite notes and stuff, and then started recording this video. Got no noise saying I was starting on a little space good though. Partway through, I noticed my recording icon had a red outline, and I checked it. The recording had canceled out, and nothing was saved and stuff. And it's getting very late. It's like, oh frick it, I'll do it. And I had to, and outside of everything else to do, I had to figure out what was causing the space thing. Like I at my trash can, I checked this out. For some reason, the online storage, I couldn't figure out how the online storage was, it will have anything transferred directly to it and only be on there. So that was of no help. Thankfully, with a lot of stuff I did, and from some our details and stuff, I had created enough space for quite a few more videos, but I still probably need to figure out how to make more space later. But anyway, let's go on to, for the second time,
Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, well, our first monster of the night, in case you can't tell, is a collaboration between Critical Role and Among Us. Sam, why don't you tell us about it?
Sure, Matt. That's right. We've teamed up with Innersloth to design a CR-themed cosmetic pack, aka a cosmic cube, for the game called Gilmore's Curious Cube. Now you can play Among Us alongside Vax, Not, Chetney, Mollymock, Laudna, Fern, Jester, and Artagan in the iconic game of teamwork and betrayal. The Cosmic Cube also includes Mr. and Pate as pets plus unique hats, featuring Sprinkle, FCG, Orthax, and more. And imposters who equip it with Chetney's cosmetics will unlock a unique werewolf kill animation, the first time Innersloth has created a bespoke kill animation for any collab.
That's amazing, and I can see that you convinced the cast to dress up for the occasion.
Most of the cast, Matt. Someone seated before you is not a cast member of Critical Role. They are, in fact, an imposter.
I got you.
Now, Matt, can you figure out who it is? Yeah, move around, everybody.
Please, there you go. Make it nice and helpful. All right, quick, everyone roll your dice. You all have very distinct rolling styles.
There they go. Okay.
Okay. Ah! It's Travis! Yep. He didn't do his little, backflip thing, right?
Okay, let's see it. Would the real imposter please reveal themselves?
Oh. Okay.
Okay, there's one more. There's one more. I think that's not the only imposter. Let's reveal them all.
What is happening?
More imposters. Imposters abound. More imposters still.
Oh God! Imposter's birthing.
Some imposters are stuck. Help those imposters. Those imposters. Wait, there's still one more imposter.
Okay, Liam, we got you. We got you. Liam? Liam?
Oh, God.
Okay.
What the hell? Why am I the only one in this bloody costume?
Oh,
This is
well,
awful.
I'm sorry, Taliesin, but Ray, pay up, please.
Yeah, I can't believe you fell for that.
Yep, we got you. Sorry, Taliesin. Thanks, Marisha. Thanks, Taliesin. And thank you to Innersloth. The Critical Role and Among Us collaboration is now live for a limited time until November 12th. Find Gilmore's Curious Cube in the Among Us store and check it out at bit.ly/AUXCR for more info. Now I'm done venting. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Oh, and thanks to the amazing crew for
Indeed.
being our imposters.
Thank you all so much. Sorry, Taliesin.
Then,
Leave with that. Marisha, you're up next.
Everything is content is available to watch right now on Beacon and YouTube, where Ashley and Taliesin
Who are they?
they sit down and they play a little turn-based naval combat in SteamWorld Heist 2.
Fun. We had a good time.
Right, that's right.
Yeah. For a second, I was like,
one final bit.
The Valorous.
Hey, Laura.
huh?
You're up.
Oh, you guys. Okay.
What's that stuff? What's that stuff?
Look.
Look, come on. What?
It's our healing party.
What's Jester doing on there?
It's her weight level. That's when she actually did heal people.
Oh,
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Look at
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, man. This is so beautiful.
That's really pretty.
Mermidia is the artist, and I am in love with
That
this
is very
shirt.
cool.
And
Jester and her
it's
healers.
available in the U.S., in Canada, in the U.K., and the EU. Dun-dun-dun.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
And also, if you were at the live show, you might have seen this, but it's available now in all of our
And then finally, the recap. Because at this point, some of you may not remember. What happened on the previous episode? How long it's been? Heck, the actual episode. This one's actually is already on YouTube, so. I hate my shoe schedule.
And welcome back. So, last we left off, Bell's Hells, after trekking to the ruins of Aeor, had an encounter with Ludinus Deleth himself, which he showed you visions of the fall of Aeor, in hopes of expressing the dubiousness of the great deities that are considered the prime beings of law and morality in this world. After trying to convince you to come to join him in the vanguard in their interests, you combated his outlook and combated each other's with some internal strife and communication. After which, Laudna's own Dark Passenger was triggered, and thus battle ensued with a Delilah-possessed Laudna. You defeated her, and while she was reduced within, used the soul anchor that you had taken from the ruins and successfully completed a ritual with Essex's help that bound Delilah into the stone, which was then bound within you, reversing the power dynamic between you and Delilah. After which, you went to go meet up with the Voice of the Tempest and the rest of the troop that was waiting on the western encampment within the Hellcatch Valley. You arrived to find it in ruins, still smoldering, the fallen stone being picked through by Rylorans and Vanguard soldier alike. With rapid reaction, teleporting to Vasselheim. There, you were able to maneuver through the city, climb the stairs that lead to the Platinum Sanctuary, where it seems a lot of dignitaries from around Exandria are gathering, along with their compatriot armies and protectors. Upon arrival of that, Essek had to say his goodbyes, for there was tenuous relations with some other figures that were present. But upon arriving here on the outskirts of this crowd that had gathered in the central forum of the Platinum Sanctuary, you were trying to push through to get a good view. You saw people from all over Exandria here. You saw within Vasselheim itself, the High Bearer Vord, the Earthbreaker Groon, there's the Holy Curator and the High Hierophant, as well as the Coven of the Veil of the Matron of Ravens present. Jamansa Ord, the leader of Ankarel, and one of the great rulers of the northeastern side of Marquette is present. Keyleth, the Voice of the Tempest, is present. A little battered, but other than that, looking fine. The Bright Queen of the Kreen Dynasty is present. Gavis Aranda, you do notice, from the Chande Quorum of Drusar is present. Guardian Topher Bertoris is also present from the Council of Taldore, as well as Mythmaker Key Mandozi, who you met at the encampment before it collapsed. Allura and Kima are present. A number of other figures from all over Exandria are present. And as you tried to push your way through, a massive Goliath figure with oversized stone gauntlets, a bit of a paunch, and a black fuzzy beard with streaks of gray, made your announcement loudly, causing the group to, in front of you, to divide slightly and the entire chamber to shift its attention back to you in one moment. And here, in that tense, awkward silence, with one occasional off in the distance, all eyes are on you.
I've got Laura on my shoulders.
As they acknowledge the stuff, conversation continues, and there is much discord. Many different opinions, stuff like trying to agree, like on what course of action to do. Where to set up to? Like, do they try to act more defensively? Do they try to resume themselves? Do they try to retake their old encampments? From this, from the group, an archmage, Golfeed of Golfeed Ember Vigid. I don't. Who, for those who were in Marquette, who for sometimes know as a hero of the, what the frick is it called? The war they had there. I forget what's called. Basically says that points out how string the ley lines are because because of the solstice and the tether of the bloody moon. That tension, if it continues, risked snapping ley lines and irreparably disrupting the magic system of Exandria. Um, it is pointed out also it's been pointed out that while they've made oh, oh, they have the growing recruitment of the Vanguard. It's yeah it is has stalled out a little bit more as the appeal starts to wane. And while that they have that good news, while searching out they see the other forms of Ludinus's influence ever more increasingly. One member, Zedin Graf, I believe, a representative of the Empire. Well, I think it was. Yeah, the Empire. Worries out loud that if this continues, they might have the gods might try to break down the divine gate to personally intervene, which could lead to a second calamity. More but until Tiki shout to calm everyone down and shows like an effort to more galvanize, more unifying thoughts and less competition. Shows through illusion magic some of the images right before they lost the encampment at the Hellcatch. They saw the ground quaking, shifting, pieces of there, and from this disruption, a massive fortress around the excavation site. A clear demonstration that sobers everyone up. Uh, uh, Jamon also emphasizes that what they really truly need right now is unity, a unified front. So their further discussions and stuff. At one point, like one of them, like I think and stuff, explains how they must defeat him and rid themselves and rid the world of the Vanguard and the world, and causing much a new debate about what the official stance on the races of Rudis. Like Bell's House and some of the more closer ones who they told to will point out talk more about how they and were interact with races and how they were the races were just like the ones down here or here like mentalized like they were good and bad and they shouldn't condemn them just because the leaders are causing such havoc. But others are still against, especially more of around those who are heads of the temples and stuff, are against them, seeing these as unholy, godless entities out from outside the divine order. exceeded the order created by the line. Fine. Throughout this Twitter bit debate, Bell's House do notice the cloaked and hidden, the cloaked and disguised form of Everoa the Bardoa of the volition of Rudis, sitting near Kiki, Keyleth. Breas also takes his time to use like divine sense or something, and detect and try and to suss out any uh unhumanoid entities such as like undead fiends and such as. The lab whom he detects several of. Keyleth wants to point out like right now their opposition is the worst of both worlds. It's not the races of Rudis as a whole. They really try to emphasize this, though many are still unconvinced. To further confirm that Bell's house continued on to more what they discovered on Rudis. And then they go to the most recent adventure to Isocross and the unveiling of the recordings of the occultist Thalmus. And also starting a debate kind of about what makes this so dangerous. Like trying. We also get a bit of a reveal in this episode.
The gods betraying their acolytes, letting their followers die.
And
Of the Archheart.
in times of great trauma, even purely faithful can fall from the path and make alliances with unholy or terrible entities. We wouldn't want that to happen to any of your friends and followers.
And some nods in the chamber.
So that's pointed out during the previous Force Dive, Sam reveals that what we found out why Sam was really absent for most of the time, and that he like when he finally showed up during the live show, his throat was still recovering and stuff, and his character still development. So and so uh, uh, and so he had yet to actually choose a permanent accent. So now we know.
Make a persuasion.
Oh, that's unbelievable! New Breas dice. Is that a 19?
Yes.
That's a 19, bud.
So,
No, did you get some Ashley dice?
33.
The nods begin to spread a bit. There's acknowledging across the chamber, and you can.
Is this time that Evroa reveals herself and her Ruidian origins? Oh, good grief.
Grabs and holds it there. Hello, everyone. My name is Varroa.
It is it goes on to explain what's going on in Ludinus and stuff, and also, as well as stick up for the volition and the common people of Ludinus. Definitely, especially explains the weave mine and the tyranny. And after which they talk more discussions. They talk about how what to do, like specifically what they can try to figure out to do that Ludinus has not figured out yet. Like he's had centuries to plan this. He has contingencies and like the strand of magic, probably not only part of his plan, like to help like execs, but as well as just having also creating many distractions. At this point, we have to assume that everything since Solstice has gone according to his plans, with minor things such as like the failing to take the spark of Rashan, or the death of Otahan, and also the delays caused by Dominox. Those might be the only things that could honestly have not been foreseen and gone to plan. And to the ship, we don't even know about them. Bell's Health strongly does recommend them for forming an alliance with the Volition.
Middle to older aged male in decorated robes and an endless supply of rings and jewelry with kind of graying blonde long hair steps forward carrying an emblem across his chest of the triple diamond of the assembly. Says, speaking on behalf of the remains of the Cerberus assembly, those who were also duped by these atrocious plottings.
Inside check.
Who's this?
Make an insight.
Yeah, what do they look like? What do they look like?
I don't know. I don't
explain
trust
what they
anyone
look
with
like.
this.
Got too many rings.
They're an older gentleman with like graying blonde long hair.
Okay.
15.
15.
Liam's
He
on
seems to be speaking
Done.
loudly in a chamber.
I think this guy is loud.
In a chamber.
It's in this chamber. The echo is really rough.
This is
This assembly member then, like on the basis of that he knows what it's like to be duped by Ludinus stuff, does cast doubt also upon whether or not whether or not Bell's House can be trusted, or their observations can be. At this point, they're trusted with the trusted a team that has gotten so much information before being openly doubted and stuff, like who's so far been critical to gain the most vital information. Being stuff, it's clear that that perhaps it's getting a little too late in the day, like heads are too hot, give people time to go down and adjourn.
hands together, rubbing them in. It's like, I hate this place.
Wait, Laura's saying this?
Huh?
That
It's a Keyleth.
Keyleth? Yeah.
That was a cute.
Idiots.
Like he got that
Hi.
right.
Idiots.
So good to see you all.
So do you want the full download?
Not here. We should talk more in the. Let's step outside. Come this way.
I hope we didn't speak out of turn.
Not at all. You were wonderful. You were beautiful. We'll need more of that shortly. We just need to come at this forum with a very clear and defined vision. Otherwise, there's open room for debate, as you've seen, and many individuals willing to pull it apart. I hate it. So, not alone.
He does a great job capturing the character.
And Laura goes, we have some of our finest here, and the Child Forge is a place that is well defined in best hammering out, if you will, the best procedure towards conflict. It's a place that is looked over by the Stormlord himself and is blessed when it comes to conflict to come.
Oh.
So if there was a place to forge this would be the place to gather a blessing in the process. Besides, I think Kima just really wants to hit something, and she's like, "You know I do, Allie. I just..." Looks over at Keyleth. I feel you. I used to live here.
I used to live
As you
here.
all begin to kind of...
Lana tried to ask about like safety and security measures of the city and specifically the sanctuary. Make sure or avoid anything getting to Ludinus or Ludinus getting anything in. Apparently, the temple itself has protections that dispel illusionary magic for those of hostile intent. The city is full of different wards and also there are some hidden. Well, I'll let them explain this one.
Are you serious?
That's perched across the... points up to the... of Exandrian danger. Also, we do have, and as you walk past the stairs, she points up to the sanctuary, and you see like the massive rooftop of the sanctuary with this like beautiful looking silver dragon statue that's perched across the top of it, and you watch its tail kind of like...
That's no statue.
Are you serious?
There are, from what I know, at least 3 dragons of Exandria that are part of this communal discussion, 2 of which were in incognito within the chamber.
What?
It's me. I'm one of them.
It's me. Hi. I'm the dragon. It's me. Stupid.
There are...
By the way, we already know one of them is Jaman. Like from previous cases, we know that Jaman. Where the frick is? Is also the what's the brass again? Yeah, is the brass dragon Osa the Verusa? I do not know how to. Some of these. And since the dragon that leaves one more dragon there. Also, also among the different paladins and clerics in the city, the temple itself also has a few platinum golems. Then one of those has it's either Laudna or Ashen. I think Ashen. So, okay, but asked if basically asked uh, if Ludinus has knowledge, a deal of knowledge of the defense of the city. Specifically saying that in an alternate universe where he's not the one causing this and is actually outside, he's not the one causing this. He's in that room. So, did he actually have anything to do with any defensive stuff or so? Keyleth is very quick to dismiss this as a rule. All of he is an expert in Arcana based magic, and as I said, as a rule, the all the wars and magic of Vasselheim is divine based, so it's not quite his area of expertise. However, another problem I think is pointed out is we saw like throughout the solstice, especially against the some of the Laurens, like divine magic weakened. And I'm wondering if the defenses of the city have weakened from the solstice as well. Quite frankly, it kind of, or seems like that as the dead of Vasselheim rose and stuff. Like this is like the place of is well under the dominion of the prime deities, none of whom have love for the undead. They would automatically all their crypts and tombs would have many protections to prevent them from being corrupted, and yet the dead still rise. So it's more likely like some of the city's defenses are compromised. Keep in mind, some of the stuff. This is little bits of add-on.
Damn right it did. Hand like slams on the side of Allura's shoulder, like goes, whoa, whoa. Don't the wind out of me.
You almost killed her.
And that massive half giant figure that kind of led you and goes like, yeah, that thing up there, that big old one. Yeah, I did that.
You did that?
All by yourself?
1v1?
More or less.
I believe him.
I know good work when I see it.
Where do you think I got these?
Those are impressive. Can you hold up your hand against mine?
You are the tiniest little baby hand on those sconces.
Just a little like lightning. Ah.
May I get
Keeps you virile.
Can I get a closer look at those?
Do it.
What?
Make a persuasion check.
Steal that vestige.
Closer look at those?
Do it.
What?
Make a persuasion check.
Steal that vestige.
Okay. Did you say persuasion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit. Okay.
22.
22. Grog goes,
So sorry, 32.
a 32.
Yeah.
Goes, I mean, yeah. And just puts something right up to your face. And this man is massive. Leaning forward, just these two massive stones. And as it kind of like, the static kind of curls on them, you feel that like flame on the inside of your soul begin to like flicker a little bit. And there's some odd tether between them.
Because
Primordial.
The gauntlet knuckles begin to like glow red, like they're almost the stone's beginning to heat up. And he goes, it's making me uncomfortable. Pulls away. That's never happened before.
It hasn't? I wonder what would happen if I put them on.
No.
Maybe later.
What's your name?
My name is Fern. What's your name?
My name? Oh, it's some kind of a legendary title.
Okay.
Grand Poobah the Dying Goddess, that one of the masters of Whitestone. Kind of a big deal. Legendary warrior from Vox Machina.
Oh, yes.
Groggery Stranger.
Groggery Stonechild.
He's gotten smarter and smarter.
I think he just worked for a couple of years getting that down.
Point per year.
He's so refined.
Got 2 more syllables to his name.
My fair barbarian.
A voice kicks in and goes
Groggery
like,
Stonechild? Is that what you said?
sure.
Okay.
A voice side goes like, and Groggery shouldn't have been drinking before this meeting. and you see next to him this small gnomish figure that you met in Whitestone, Pike Trickfoot. He goes, guys!
Hi!
Yeah. So sorry, we were in the middle of a thing when you arrived, but it's so good to see you all.
Hi.
You went to the moon?
Among other places.
Yeah, we really mixed it up. It was intense in there.
I just showed him my Ryloran fetus.
Oh.
Wow. Just don't break it.
That's real gross.
Yeah. They officially introduce who's Pike and the rest to Dorian, because he left the group before they started meeting the old names. They do not introduce Breas to any of them. He's part of Atreus, which even if there's alliance, it's still awkward, especially to when his god did that to did what he did to her goddess. So like,
yeah, things are kind of crazy. It's not selling a lot of croissants these days with all the, and you know.
So stupid.
I
feel like
everybody
would be the go. Would be the go.
Everybody needs croissants. Yeah, for sure.
The shape.
Oh, that's.
It's like when people didn't want to buy Coronas after
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe dying the bread was a bad idea. Yeah.
We don't want your moon bread, only freedom bread.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
it's also though at this point they do introduce Breas to their story of how they went to the moon, because they never actually mentioned that before.
Yeah.
How do Breas and Grog stack up?
so how tall is Breas?
probably slightly shorter than Grog's. What, 6'8", 6'10"?
Yeah.
I'm like 6'6", 6'4".
Okay.
Sure.
You can
So-
get 6'4", but then
You have the horns. Which, as you guys are having this conversation, you do see Grog is like
maybe a
like
little taller.
trying to like stand up as tall as possible and like trying to get the nose and head past the horns.
It's like, we're the
You're
same
both,
height.
yeah, you're both monochromatic too.
That's right.
I do have a drinking horn in my bag of holding that might go on Grog's head. Not so big now, are you?
Also, if I recall.
No, actually, you know what he does? He reaches in his bag and he pulls out a helmet that he puts on. It has this big bladed horn in the front. Goes,
Yeah. He didn't have a helmet.
Pretty good helmet. It's a good horn.
mine's bigger.
Yes, it is. Maybe we'll arm wrestle for it later.
Arm wrestle?
Oh. I'm sorry, did I offend you?
No.
Looks at Pike. Pike's like, buddies, not tonight. And like does this, and you look around, and there's just once again like the tense energy still letting out from the room, and people scattering. And give me 10 minutes.
I'll give you 12.
And he just kind of gets lost in it for a minute.
You have 22 minutes now? Is that...
I think I found his weakness.
Pike goes, anyway, I probably got to get him drinking water. But it's been nice to see you all. And the General Bratoris are representing the Council of Taldore alongside Allura here. Though she's more with the Pansophical.
She has her pants off.
Allura goes, the Arcana Pansophical, it's, never mind.
General Bratoris.
Yes. A General Bratoris.
General
General.
Bratoris.
Which is the
Bratoris.
Guardian
Middle name.
Topher, that's part of the council.
Got it.
Pants off.
Pansophical, though.
Pansophical
Great.
Bratoris.
What they mean?
I have some magical means of forcing people to tell the truth.
That's hot.
It is kind of hot.
It is hot.
How do you do that? Not the...
I just sort of stare at them, flare my nostrils.
Oh, God, it's working. I hate this.
Yes.
Oh.
Also, can you remind me, are you with anyone married, spoken for? I can't remember. You're
Are
just
you single?
absolutely stunning.
Oh, no, not... no.
He's not talking to you, Pike. He's talking to the pretty one,
But
the
the
tall
blue feather.
one.
Oh,
Holy shit.
The really great
Just
boobs.
striking image.
So mean.
Just
So are you talking to which?
Vex.
Vex.
Talia.
Pike is just right in front.
It was a solid neg with a 4.0 on the dismount. Negging was good, but then you lost it again.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Yes.
You put in a good word with your friend there. Yeah, no, that's...
Oh, darling, even if I was single, you couldn't afford me.
Wow.
She's so cool.
Chet, she's with the guy that's in Whitestone.
She was?
Yes,
A lot of time has passed between now and then. I'm just saying these could be end of days.
together and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, you might like to know this. And I inappropriately opened my blouse up and a little titty falls out.
Wait, are you all right?
That's it. It's Delilah. That's Delilah.
She reaches back for...
No.
The minute you say Delilah's name, like Keyleth's head on a swivel,
Okay.
and Allura goes...
Maybe the wrong time to. She's trapped. She's been trapped.
Locked up.
Soul Anchor? Ludinus in charge? Big magic.
Trapped for all time.
The finest Aor has to offer.
Vexalia kind of steps forward, kind of with Keyleth off to one side and Pike on the other as they all kind of approach Laudna. And Vexalia kind of looking towards the scar. Yeah. Doesn't bother Vex. Like kind of reaches out. Really?
Yes, it was a whole thing.
So she's
alive, but she's just, she's trapped in this little bead.
Technically not alive.
And
Flip the script.
How sure are you that this is perhaps permanent?
Well, that same stone kept a grand demon trapped for
1,000 years.
1,000+ years, yeah.
Give or take.
She and Keyleth share a look. Her and Pike, she looks over towards Allura. Allura goes, Grand Demon, that... good luck, Delilah. At which point, Max goes, oh, I love this. Oh, can you talk to her? Can you, force her to eat bad foods? Can you do it? What is there a way to make her
It's the most privileged
hurt?
thing I've ever heard. I can it's new. I'm still figuring it out.
All I'm saying, darling, is make her hurt. Well, that's lovely.
There's some history there.
Can you knock on her fishbowl? Can you?
Ding, ding, ding. What happens if I do that?
I mean,
It comes flying out the back.
It's going downhill.
Touching it doesn't do anything. Do you want to look inward? Like close your eyes and feel inward?
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 minute.
All right. As you kind of focus, as you focus inward towards where the anchor resides inside you, you can feel again that. But whereas once it emanated around you like a cage, now it's just the faintest little tickle on the inside. And as you begin to push inward towards the darkness, the faint. You see something shift in the shadow. You hear the grinding of metal.
They see an image. She sees an image of the shackled, and when she notices the presence within the seal, she starts flying horrible vengeance, making all sort manner of threats. Lana asks is asking stuff like, "What's your least favorite food?" and stuff. But as this in here, only to create more and more elaborate threats until.
Fiber by fiber, I will protract your suffering for eons.
Unseasoned beans it is. All right.
As you pull out of the shadow, her voice gets louder. I will. Echoes into the darkness. It's eggs, sunny side up.
They continue on. Keyleth officer to lead them to the what the frick was it called? The birth heart, in the abundant terrace, which is the section of the city for agriculture and for the worship of Melora, the Wild Mother. Before they go, they talk for leaders, stuff, and be careful who they trust. well, a lot of the people here are those who from religious orders who work their way up there and stuff. Some of them, I think, as the way you phrase it, bought their positions, especially those who were come from afar and or stuff like. Uh, they keep going on, and everyone look is just taking everything in and stuff. Comments this is the first time she's ever seen snow. Beautiful moment, little beautiful moment there. Especially with the other stuff. Until we see the size of the tongue, I'll let you look that one up. They arrive at the birth heart, including this massive trees with that actually serves as a building. This area, the birth heart and the area of the birth heart is around the birth heart is considered like the holiest to Melora. They talk more about the recordings any other gods. Once again, reiterating how through this, through what they saw, how the gods seem to be more closer morals than originally thought, not just in relationship, but also in act and behavior. They do acknowledge how dangerous the knowledge of the of the Factorum would be if it got out and eat it. So it definitely take like cause some people to denounce the gods and stuff. But even those, and even though a lot, many more who even if they don't outright denounce the gods and stuff and still worship or honor, will still create the seeds of doubt in them, and that'll be enough to taint the worship, taint the prayers that get to them. It will weaken the gods, which are very bad at this critical stage. They go back to what that one guy from the Darling Emperor said. Would the gods consider trying to break down the gate? Are they even capable of breaking that down? They made it specific to keep themselves away. Me personally thinks that if they all would put down on it, they would probably be able to deal. Heck, one of the main plots in the middle of KV2 was dealing with those shackles of Theradoon. Like that's when Yasha got brainwashed, and the reason being like these extra factors is that to help further restrain Theradoon, the Chained Oblivion, because he's the one betrayer who they fear could have the ability to break through the gate. If just one of the betrayers is thought to be actually be able possible, well then all the gods together, yeah, that could. I don't think they ever designed it to maintain a united front, perhaps even intentionally. Uh, they once again further points on that we've turned out the recent episodes. Like it's not that they love the god; it's that Ludinus's method of disposing of them is it big? Is it is it is it worth the risk of releasing the Red End to be rid of the gods? The sheer uncertainty. Ultimately, they decide that they're in this. I think Dorian's the one who says they're in this to save the most lives.
Someone in that council chamber was saying that there's others willing to help, others who are aligned with the betrayer gods. I wouldn't want to humor that idea, but if they're powerful, maybe we should consider that.
Funny, you strike me as someone who'd be really into strange bedfellows.
Keyleth looks to you and goes, having actually been to the hells myself,
Sure.
I'm uncertain I'd throw in with any of that lot, to be honest.
The betrayer gods are acting on their own anyway, without us.
Been to all the hells? I mean, there's a few hells.
I've been to a couple.
Couple?
Yeah.
Really?
Have you?
No, he's never been.
I know, so why are you giving a shit?
I just am curious.
Don't
that's
measure
all.
your...
What one thing they do start realizing though, one opinion they haven't gotten like recently or something, or one fact is like, what the gods feel about this the new developments and situation themselves. Like they're wondering, should they try to find a way to talk to the gods more directly?
Pretty smart idea, actually.
I don't think anyone can go talk to the gods. That doesn't seem feasible.
Keyleth looks over her shoulder a bit, kind of to a southern direction with a distant stare and says, it's been done with a variety of outcomes.
People have spoken directly.
Not to brag here, but
Oh shit! You've done it.
I've when I used to be part of an adventuring group like you all, we spoke to a few of the gods ourselves.
Which ones?
Well, someone very dear to me had a very strong connection to the Matron of Ravens.
Whoa.
Nice.
She was cool.
She actually...
was cool.
She is
Not cool.
fine.
Okay.
She was pragmatic.
Sure. She's complicated.
Boy, that's true.
Are you talking about that feathered one? They got turned into a little marble.
Oh,
Just trapped for forever.
Hey,
on the marble,
What?
May.
Sorry.
don't give.
Well, I was just curious. What? Sorry.
Keyleth steps towards you.
It's my character. I can bully her if I want to.
That's valid.
Fight.
After calming Keyleth down more a little bit, she does recommend, like, before they try anything like extra-dimensional hopping, to visit the outer planes and talk directly, just try a simple prayer first. It's then that Kiki starts to tell them about Vecna, like and explaining what the events there, much to their delight.
Across this continent, from buried far beneath the mountains to the frozen northwest of here.
This was in the menu at Taste for Taldori.
No,
You
yeah.
learned about it.
That was the appetizer thing.
What was that lava cake? Was really...
That, this god that you or wannabe god or whatever that you didn't kill? Sent away somewhere?
Where is it?
We had to craft artifacts to seal it away. Divine trammels that were architected by these gods, and we had to gather the necessary materials and forge them by their specifications in a volcanic ancient anvil forge beneath the ocean. We then had to combat it at the top, the peak of this Titan, and managed to seal it.
It sounds like some sort of convoluted game.
It was deeply convoluted and honestly overwrought and unnecessary.
Just, I'm spitballing. This is a spitball. This is a bad idea.
Spitball,
You just gotta say the bad ideas.
The best ideas.
What if we free that wannabe god and use him to kill Predathos?
Oh.
A, he's on the other side of the line gate now. We're not even sure if you have the power to free him, or they have the power. It's still they have the power to free themselves right now. B, you want to send the rookie into something that was a threat to the combined forces. Vecna is not a shonen protagonist.
Is that a thing? Could we do that? Seems very
I feel
powerful.
like there's a temperature check that had to go along with that.
If this entity, whose name I will not mention here,
What does it like start with?
let's
You say it 3
I'm
times,
just
does
saying-
it come to life? Or...
absolutely not.
Okay.
If this entity ascended, it would be of the same divine make that the rest of the pantheon would be. Hence why it was so dangerous. If Predathos is the entity that devours that divine essence, it would be as useless as the others.
Oh, fair.
See, now I'm beginning to understand why Ludinus thinks that if he shows this orb to the world, they'll side against the gods. You've only mentioned 3 in the last 20 minutes, and one of them you hate, and the other almost wrought the end of the world.
With this analysis of her work in general, she goes on to further explain what her views of the gods are, like each individually, like the Stern, Palor, the.
This glow from seedling at your side.
The flower was here before the gods. The flower would be here after.
Above table question.
Yes.
Wasn't it like lava party when the gods showed up?
Lava party? You mean like
It was
primordial?
Titans, stone, maelstrom, volcanoes going off.
In some places,
Didn't
yeah.
they tame it?
Why is your sword glowing?
Make a history check.
Oh, on the boat. That's not
Make a history or religion check, your
Why's
choice.
your butt glowing?
You should answer that.
because I gotta go
Small
on.
goblins on, yeah.
Is your butt on vibrate?
That's a 1, so I'll reroll it.
Yeah, you can do that.
That is real high. That is 28.
Ooh, 28. History or religion?
History.
History. And you would know this because of your journey in Isilra, further cementing elements of broken history that you've picked up through the years. When the gods arrived, much of Exandria was elemental tumult. It was landscapes that were shifting and changing, a perpetually amorphous Pangea, which they did historically tame, push to the various planes, and bring it to a less dangerous space for the mortal life they wanted to craft and see bloom and persevere. But there were also places of great natural beauty. Trees and jungles and forests. The Eidolons, the natural nature spirits that you saw the cultures of Isilra beyond the religious influences of the temples of Vasselheim and Althansia worship and live alongside. That you've heard pre-existed the god's arrival. There was a natural thrum to the life of the world. You rolled pretty dang high. It is rumored and spoken in some of those spaces that before the gods came, life was a cycle of rebirth. The soul, upon death, would return to the world to be reborn into some other form.
Wait, what?
The afterlife as we know it did not exist until the gods came and the realms of the gods were crafted. And now the spirit passes on to its divine eternity in the image of the god that it worshipped or the god of which it lived its life most followed. Their tenets, their beliefs. Into a beautiful celestial eternity or damnation in the hells. But yeah, so it was a lot of chaos, but there is debate as to how tumultuous it may have been.
Okay, that's prehistory, huh?
Yeah, it's debated. But as you're thinking this, you can feel this kind of like buzzing warmth from your sheath.
It's in there. There's nothing to be done about it.
I know.
Standing by Keela. Actually, it's here, so it's glowing on my back. Pull it out.
The sword, the vine work on the sword seems to grow out and stuff more and stuff. And the sword seems to be drawn to the tree. He kind of moves across it and taps it.
And you hear this faint creaking sound as the root begins to shift. You watch as vines begin to extend and wrap around Orem like a rapidly gathering cocoon of leaves and vine.
Orem, you good?
It's okay.
It looks so comfortable.
You watch as the ground flowers sprout. Grasses begin to suddenly rise up. Within but a couple of moments, Orem is gone from your sight in what is now a knotted cluster of wild flowers and vines standing resilient against the falling snow.
Is he all right in there?
And that's when I take a break.
Fuck the tree.
Passive character dead. Let it happen.
Brand new character.
Yeah, the Dark Souls level on this is getting a lot higher now. All right, we're gonna.
Andreas, I'm a rhino man. And I work for, can't say who.
I like him. Last name Rocksteady?
Yeah.
You here with anybody, or?
Alrighty, we'll return here. We'll return here shortly for a few minutes. We'll see you in a little bit.
Once the break concludes, we enter a vision granted to Orem of a moonlit glade, almost round. Many trees are like surrounding there. He looks down. He notices. He stretches his hands up. Notices he seems to be made of leaves. He looks down, and it's as if he's sprouting from the ground. A golden light starts to appear. A face emerges, that of the Wild Mother. Orem explains that explains how he saw what happened there. For a moment, the golden light in her eyes turns silver. There is a ripple of, and the face shifts to be that of Asha, her avatar for the fall of Aeor. The feel of the glade changes more, less of the nurturing nature. But as it goes, but it soon she turned back to the visage of the Wild Mother, though still there's more of a coolness to her. And, through the different like wooded area, with the wooded around, there are a couple of paths that go on and leaving the glade that suddenly emerge, and he gets the sense that he's supposed to choose a path. He chooses going on. He enters a darker portion of the wood. She sees the statue of the Wild Mother as depicted, the one they saw in the uh, uh, um back when they were meeting the other lycanthropes and the bloodhunters. That order. That statue of the Wild Mother, where he got the first upgrade to Seedling. It is the statue appears cracked though and stuff. The area around the statue seems abandoned of life. He actually touched the statue, it crumbles. He summons what druidic energy he has of being trying to still and to restore, and gradually starts restoring life to it. And the wild man reappears, bit pleased with his actions. And he asks, like, what is this thing anyway? What is the the light suddenly turns red. And see flashes of images, memories of the Wild Mother. A vast shoreline, and the different primordials, a star falling from the heavens. The red light, the sun, the like surrounding area of where lands on this island. The large island with the sea, with that which has a sea, and it is suddenly surrounded by many colossal figures, the other gods, before they were prime BGs and betrayers. Before they were, when they were just family, family, just standing over the site. Suddenly, two of them just vanish. The star brightens. They feel fear. Their own fear, like fear they haven't felt since before they came to Exandria. They feel the fear of the city, the mortals in the city around. So a deal, what is described as a deal being made, though we don't really. The island is swallowed in stone, and suddenly launched up into the skies, above the sky, beyond the skies. And as it leaves, they hear the many cries of the mortals still trapped in there. leaving them with regrets. And they also could feel from it what from the star that was trapped. And was rather he's felt hunger for like stuff that's like great hunger and stuff. This is an ununderstandable hunger. A cosmic hunger. Like nothing ever before. A hungry oblivion. Such a pure primal feeling.
Flash. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, shit.
I mean, succeed.
Just checking features and traits before I do that.
Your own features and traits can't help you now.
Okay. That is 13, which probably is a failure, right?
I don't know.
Well, if it is, I would want to use Indomitable. You can reroll a saving throw that you fail.
It is a failure.
It's worse.
I mean, no.
Yay.
This is such a good story, though.
Do you have Indomitable more than once?
I do. Can I?
Does it say you have to use the second result?
You must use the new roll. You can use this 2 times per long rest.
Okay, so you have to use the new roll.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Okay.
And I assume I can't use another Indomitable. Like that's one per roll, not 2.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's good. It's good.
That peak into an outer cosmic hunger.
It overwhelms Orm. He has a breakdown just by being exposed to it. All down, huddled, like shivering now. But then suddenly he feels him being embraced by the Wild Mother. She gives him cover to. He's exited the memories. He says to her. He tells her, no matter what happens to me, let the garden grow. Oh, her response. Protect us, for we protect you, and we will protect this. And he is shown what is described as nature in its entirety, its grandeur, all its grandeur. He goes on, is once again in the glade. He feels a hand on his shoulder. He looks around, and he sees the form of Will. The form of Will, though, still like him, seems to be sprouting out of the ground. For those who need clarification, this is his dead husband. He says so that Orm needs to live, and that the vision ends. He tell as the stuff they'll say the growth that surrounds his body breaks apart, and they clear away from him. He tells them so he has visions of that he got a glimpse of their foe. From beyond a glimpse of their foe from beyond the stars. he remembers like the um he remembers the feeling of regret when they hear the cries of the mortals still trapped, those who would give birth to the Rudidian races. Same regret they felt like during the courtings of Aor. He realized that these sort of things partially broke gods they might be. Though he can even now they still care for this world.
Yeah, there are plenty of branches. There are.
They've fallen.
Okay, well, what you do see, what is fallen is usually quickly gathered by some of the very acolytes and then used in the creation of furniture or decor or things. But
I'll show you furniture.
But there is maybe
Amateurs.
two branches that have tumbled from this tree that have not been recovered yet.
Let's go, Rogue.
Can I creep towards?
Yeah, he's creeping on.
Everybody knows for sure.
Yeah, go ahead. You trying to do this stealthily or visibly out in the middle of
Stealth.
the abundant terrace?
16.
16. Okay. You carefully go and grab some. They're not massive. They're easy enough to like put under your arm and grab. You can probably like break it a little bit to make it more succinct if you want to. But there is indeed fallen wood from one of the most holy nature sites on Exandria that you have gathered. So you can put 2 pieces of birth heart wood
In the bag of holding. Touch the tree. We cool.
Well, if anything, this helps to know that they're, at least some of them, the right people, are open to conversation.
Did you tell her what we saw?
I didn't get much of a chance. It was kind of disorienting. No, I have regrets. Well, just like them.
Did she give you a weapon? Any knowledge? The knowledge thing. Yeah, she gave you a vision.
Yeah, that water.
Check your pockets.
Is his armor fancier? What's going on?
Can you turn into a tree?
Pick him up, dust him off.
Yeah. No, armor's
No
the same.
immediate
The
change.
blade's still wedged in there, but like, armor's.
I will remove that gingerly.
As you pull the blade free, the blade itself is longer than it was when you placed it within
Oh, shit!
the roots. And as you glance at the hilt and the handle, you can see the vine growth is denser. And there are 2 golden gems, like 2 golden eyes, now looking from the front of the blade, like she's guiding its strike.
Oh!
Gunsu.
Exalt that shit.
So,
Cool.
interesting point of order here.
When I heard his gold, I was like, wait, what?
Vestiges of the Divergence are relics of a time gone past. Newly crafted items will forever be referred to now as, at least for this event, relics of the Red Solstice.
Oh, a new character and stuff. For those who want to play a campaign like in Exandria during this time, feel free to add to the relics.
Cool.
Oh, now we need all of
I
them.
was gonna say I got a god I want to bitch at, but you know.
Relics.
Ashton, if you really want to do something, start praying to a god who you think wants something. See if you can't make your hammer something.
of the red
solstice.
I mean, it's not like a major thing.
No, it is.
But,
It is.
but I'm just making sure.
It's going to be in 5 years.
I'm just saying it's not called a vestige of divergence because historically it has just now been imbued with its power.
Got it.
Hey.
May I?
I run over and I shove my wood chisel into the tree.
Fall down. That's great.
Plus me!
Make a dexterity saving throw.
May I? All right.
No, I was looking at it too.
Oh, no, it's terrible. 12.
12.
Hot. Whoa. Hot.
You take 29 points of bludgeoning damage as a massive tree from the birth heart falls from its canopy and slams onto you, pinning you to the ground.
We're staring at the sword. We're not paying attention to this at all.
That's so cool. I grab a huge branch. I try and shove it in the back of the
3 acolytes emerge and go, "What was that? Oh, we're so sorry." And they help get you off the branch, and they bring the branch inside.
Oh,
We're so sorry.
Oh!
That's hot.
Name it after me.
Poc-O-Pea.
Poc-O-Pea.
Oh, my spider in my back.
I will just.
Yes, please. There are quarters within the birth heart.
No way.
Inside the big tree.
Right up in.
I'm kind of
I
got some friends here at the birth heart. So
You're a big deal in the tree.
at a time, yeah.
There's a pun in there, and I'm missing it, and it's gonna drive me insane.
That would
I have
be
a
great.
migraine, and there's a pun. Oh. Yes, that sounds. If there's something to drink in there too, and somewhere warm. That
In
sounds
the tree?
still at it.
If you'd like.
Is the pun?
Yes.
Is an Arborian bee? Nope. Airbnb? No.
We're gonna abandon that right now. Keith looks back. Would you want to stay with us here? I'd prefer you to.
Oh, a silver's out there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, canopy and bee. Good job, Delaney.
That's better.
Nice.
I've been thinking about it
Those
this
gears
whole
have been
time.
grinding.
Yeah, that was the best I have.
This is good. It's the best we've had so far.
I was like-
Well spent. Keith quietly.
Steal my shit.
What? A bed? You went off to a bed? You've left us? Or.
We don't have a big ass bed chamber, right?
It's a
12
massive
beds?
kind of communal.
What are you making?
In fact, I pushed 2 of those fuckers together. Queen bed. How? That's mine. Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Chutney, while you're asleep,
Wood chips.
I'm going to steal your sticks. All your sticks. The sticks are mine.
Oh, you know.
All right.
A Motel 6.
This is getting the funner.
Hey, Motel 6.
Motel 6 is pretty great.
That's pretty
You
good.
want to go ahead and make a either a dexterity check or a performance roll.
I will do. Deck.
They talk about discuss whether or not the Malice key destroyed and what would be the best thing to do. Figure out how, is it like it would actually help fix what the problem with the ley line at this point. They look thinking back to what the image they saw from Keyleth. They do determine that it is of Ruidian design, like Relawrence. And based on the scale stuff, it's possible that it indicates that the Weemine were actually on Exandria, or that's just the math stuff. Or if it was a Weemine, but they didn't actually hit Exandria, in which case that is a lot of power to for something on a planet you're not even on. At that point, soon as they kept talking more, Orm comes up with an interesting idea. They know that fortress is there. It's probably well manned. The defenses for anything trying to get into the fortress. What if they thought? What if they attacked the Blade Bridge from Ruidus? They know they have a secret entrance. It might be the one thing and they haven't really utilized it that much, so the secret may not be exposed to Ludinus yet. It may be their one thing they can do that could surprise them. After all, he does know that they were on Ludinus, but he also knows that he does that their first time going to Ludinus, they used the bridge, and they know that they only came back through the Blade Bridge. He does not know that in between that times they came back through first. There's no way he has really no way of knowing that they went in and out back to Exodia and back to Ruinous in between those times. And when they talk about if they may be the ones to do it, or if they'll actually have Val's do this, Ashley says they probably better, because they are not heroes. They're not here. They have no great moral stuff, show code and stuff. They're just people in the wrong place at the wrong time, and therefore I'm willing to do whatever it needs to be done. When he was in the room, he saw a lot of people who have very rarely, if not ever, seen fear or fear and helplessness. And that it may be a problem, that because the fear and stuff desire to make sure you live stuff, that may be what needs to help them get through the mission and complete it. But specifically, though, they're those who sure they want to live and stuff, but they also know that they can't think themselves like trying to live and stuff if it do something to help them live if it'll cost thousands more of their to die. Ashton admits that of all the gods he went there, the one he probably wanted to talk to most would be the Archite, because he was the one who shows some remorse and stuff and was willing to have some form of consequence.
I don't know. I want to find out.
Yeah.
I've known a lot of artists in my life. They are fucked up. In beautiful ways.
I'm pretty normal.
Your cup would disagree with you.
Gosh, you're pretty.
You have to lick the eyeball.
Guilt, though.
I mean, as someone who's died a few times,
I'm surprised I can actually drink the same time he's drinking for that darn thing.
Yeah.
there are elements of it that are pretty thrilling. It's pretty crazy. You cannot deny that it's inexperience.
Where did you go? Do you remember?
Do you remember?
We need to stop hanging out.
Married couples.
Wait.
Yeah.
We'll stop in 10
Full
years.
Yep.
What is that? What's an octuple? What is it?
Octogenarians. Yeah, wait, hold on. It was
Getting there.
Yeah.
Well, like, did you, I mean, this is kind of a larger question, but
They talk more about stuff like where they ended up stuff. How originally it was just like the souls of those who died just came back as something else, and where they're supposed to go. They talk about those who are like, they like those who follow God, or even if they don't directly worship or follow God, like live their lives close to the tents, they'll go to them. What happens to the neutrals? We don't really go either way and stuff. All the outer planes are either lawful chaotic, some form of lawful chaotic, or good and evil. For those in the middle, what is it for them? Do they still go for the rebirth cycle? A question I've always had been curious on. They talk more about plans what the plans that they could propose and stuff. Also talk about maybe like double fates and stuff. Though also they also think about the laws and stuff they come up with that night. Maybe they should keep to themselves. They're not sure if they can trust everyone in the room, even if they truly are against Ludinus.
Of eternity, I think. Unfortunately, it just feels like this is a one day at a time type of a situation.
If you have doubts, just know that I was hand-selected by the King of Devils.
Oh, boy.
And you all, aligned with me, are serving his will.
Well,
Well,
in that case.
So you have a purpose.
Can we get like a coin or something? Or do you have like a stamp that we could have? Could you give us like little Sharpie tattoos or something so we could
can paint something on you, but it'll probably wear off.
I'm very
oily. I don't.
You won't sear into our flesh?
Random marks on my body. Thank you
Have
very
acid.
much.
I'm just saying. We might as well memorialize
dropping?
this
Is that-
partnership.
The kind that burns you.
It's just for you.
If you would like me to burn you with acid, I will.
I think I'm kind of here for it.
are you swearing yourself to the devil right now?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of hedging my bets.
I'm not against
Did you
the
see?
tattoo.
Did you
Maybe not
see
tonight, but
his
I feel
boss
this
in that flashback?
yeah.
Fucking smart.
Yeah. Tomorrow
They
will
all
bring what
have-
it's going to bring. Let's talk about the bull in the shop here. You want to fuck up Ludinus' shit. You want to stop Ludinus. That's great. Are you good in team situations and team building?
Haven't I been this whole day we've been together?
I'm actually disturbed at how you say
This entire 22 hours.
23 hours.
There's been a remarkable amount of contribution at this point. I'm actually.
It's true.
Still, they do have some questions and makes you trust. They do when they go back to talk about his method he says he has about being able to make people tell the truth, and they have them cast no truth, so they to confirm some things to make sure they feel safer about their working with them. They decide to turn it into a little game of like sort of like ask questions stuff, but not spin the bottle. Warning, one of the parts here. I'll tell you more about that when we get to that scene.
Play a D&D, spin the bottle. On our maybe last night on Exandria, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
So you
think we're gonna die tomorrow?
We'll
Maybe
we'll
not
ask
tomorrow,
a
but
question.
maybe like in the next couple buildings.
And if you don't tell the truth, you have to kiss someone. Is that right?
Maybe.
Sure.
Or if you can either answer or kiss someone.
You're
just gonna kiss everybody.
I will.
Fucking answer.
Or if you can either answer or kiss someone.
You're
just gonna kiss everybody.
I will.
Fucking answer.
You know, this is one of the hardest characters. This is one of the hardest characters we've seen in a long time. He doesn't, even if it's something he's coming on, he's gonna want to just kiss.
That's not how these rules work.
So that's the dare. You kiss somebody, or
But
you
you
tell the
have to
truth.
decide who kisses who.
Oh.
No, you spin the bottle to decide who you kiss.
That's
If
true.
you- if you
That's
say,
true.
I'm gonna
That's
kiss
true.
you.
Spin the bottle.
Just dare.
Lost the truth or dare.
No, there's
Why is
Why
the
don't we forget the zone of truth and just make out?
This is how the fate of the world should be decided.
I mean, I'm not against it.
I'm just trying to keep things light for a little bit. I don't know if it's the time, guys. I don't know if it's the time.
You can kind of just feel an energy in that space.
Did you just bleat like a goat?
Yeah, she felt an energy in that space. Oh man, I haven't done this shit in a while.
So if you beat it, you can lie.
I think so.
All right.
Better start beating it.
I guess this will be the bottle.
Who's asking the questions?
I don't know.
Each other?
Anybody?
Are you the game master? It's your
I
zone
don't
of
even
truth.
know you people.
Then go.
So
Ask
bad.
a question
Have
first.
you been happy serving the Lord of the Hell?
They asked him that. He reveals that he's, for the most part, okay with it. He's never actually met the Lord of the Hell, though. I'll probably just be going to more from there. He does feel like he has a connection. Never met the other.
Maybe not a literal one.
Nice.
Good answer.
You gonna fuck us over? You gonna turn on us at any point? You gonna fuck us over?
Maybe I should spin the bottle.
All right. So there you go.
Well, it's gonna take a little while.
It really does. It was the nearest bottle I had.
What happens if it lands on you?
You love how they put the
I know, right?
Don't spin it that hard in the view. It's
gonna land
Oh my god, it's still going!
Please, we can't do this more. No. I'm leaving this game.
Will their relationship survive?
I'm so excited.
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Mainly because I want to know what it's like.
All right.
Does it have weird breath? Does it smell like grass?
Wait, you're human face though. You don't have like cow
Yes,
face.
but I'm getting a little bit excited. And so my bovine features are
starting to come out?
flare out a little bit.
Oh.
Time to ride the mechanical bull.
What's going on?
This was a mistake.
All of this was a mistake.
No, this is amazing.
9
All right.
leading to this.
Roll for kiss.
Performance check?
Yeah, okay.
Yes!
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I rolled. Oh wait, what kind of a check? Is that charisma?
Performance, yeah.
Performance.
21 over here.
Wow.
Giving it my all. I'm doing all the tricks.
A 13. I'm not as into it.
Checks
on
out.
You.
Checks out.
My mouth is all on you. Just
I'll bring my hand up.
Wait, that'd be how they perform the kiss. So technically, he's kissing well. He's giving her a pretty good kiss, and she's the one who's not really.
Okay.
You ever see when like a cow goes up to something and just like licks
licks
sideways
it.
That was great. That was really good.
I appreciate your.
So glad we played this game.
That was good.
And asked Ashton, "Do you agree with Ludinus?" He immediately goes with no, but Ashton does clarify that he does agree with some aspects and portions of it, but else he does agree that they had to. He must be stopped. Then another question for Breas. Do you have a grudge? And by the way, when they just started the word, they just have one person just random. Have whoever thinks the next question ask whoever they want. Breas, do you have a grudge against the Platinum Dragon? Yes, he feels forsaken by him, but he's not going to forsake his. He's not going to forsake his mission, and to stop Ludinus to get back at him. He's not going to risk his new god.
I don't believe I will turn on you. You've given me no reason to. And I would not stab you in the back to kill the Platinum Dragon.
It would be very hard to stab me in the back. It's mostly rock back there.
Also, I don't have any daggers or knives.
I've got some spares.
Oh, lend me.
Why am I?
Why?
You seem like good people.
We're people.
What is it, Chet? You just look so anxious over
Burn.
What?
If Ludinus gave you the ability to save the people closest to you or of your choosing, would you conspire with him?
What, like if, okay, so if he was gonna say, hey, you can save all of your friends, everybody here, would you conspire with me? I rolled a natural 20. I'm trying to figure out how I want to answer this.
For the record, you do not have to tell what you rolled at.
I know that was the inside part out loud.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But in character.
Oh, yeah.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I mean, I'm gonna spin.
Right, a light spin.
A light spin.
So.
I'm scared.
Come on home. Come home. Come home to daddy.
That would be Chet.
I just go over and I straddle him and just have a big old kiss. But I'm also gonna try to take the branches from the birth heart that you were working on.
Make a sleight of hand check, and you make a perception check.
Advantage with all that.
Wow, yeah. Never misses
I will
an
say with
opportunity.
disadvantage
While
because
she's
you
doing
are in the
that-
No, he's a disadvantage
Oh,
because
While she's doing that, I'm going to mage hand this.
You made Chet.
I mage handed the bottle so it would face me.
Yes.
No.
Did you just say that out loud?
I did not realize.
well, she's already kissing him right now.
I know, but maybe afterwards.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second.
Just
All
be
right.
careful
So
which sticks you're reaching around for. I'm just saying, we're smooching. 13.
13. What'd you roll?
19.
19. Okay. So as this is happening, you definitely reach into the bag of holding and withdraw the birth heart twigs that you had.
All three of them? Damn.
Cold.
You don't
Yeah.
have those in your pocket.
The best kiss ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fern, you kicked the bottle a little bit. Let me just hang on. This. Yeah.
It was still rolling. It was still spinning a little bit. and
Just
it
like I.
Hang on. I just saw this, like, what he had. Oh wait, Dubai submission. I forget. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember, Fernie.
It was still spinning.
You still got it.
Laudanum?
And then I'm just gonna hold the sticks.
I was about to ask
What?
you a question.
Hey.
Uh, one thing was asked to Lana because it was overheard, like she's saying, "If I get to it, I would want you to take me. I'm taking out and stuff, down and stuff." They asked her, "Would you sacrifice?" So if Imogen were to become a bit more, it's not more like okay, that's what misnomer. What she actually asked was, would she really be willing to sacrifice Imogen, take her down, if she would be she became the vessel? It's hard to answer, but she only answers yes if she asked. And Imogen immediately goes and asks all of them, and that even if it was last resort, or to take her down should that happen. Um, and then this one, I actually laughed so hard on this one. I was actually getting very lightheaded.
This is what we're here.
Do you want to spin the bottle, Dorian?
Kind of, but I
Go for it.
No.
I'm all warmed up
Okay.
No, I'm not
Spend it so slow.
Really only so much you can do.
Oh, yourself.
Anything but that!
Shut the
Just lucky not.
Oh my god.
I spend it so slow.
Really only so much you can do.
Oh, yourself.
Anything but that!
Just lucky not.
Please!
It's just lightheadedness there.
Hey, baby.
I'm not moving. I'm just saying, you gotta earn these lips.
Oh, if you didn't smell like cedar and chestnut! I'm gonna kiss him. Oh, it's my nightmare.
Performance check on both of you.
Oh, wait, we didn't do it. What'd you get?
26.
Oh.
19.
Oh my God.
Lords are fucking serious.
I'm gonna pull away and I'm gonna say, well, fucking knew it.
See?
Throw him back on the bed.
He is royalty.
Wow.
In history, there's been 5 great kisses.
The thing is, like Fern and Chetney, in my opinion, already had
Yeah, no.
a lot more than a kiss. So I think for you guys, it's just going back to where you left off.
Yeah. Yeah. Dorian.
Funny.
Dorian.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Not to bring the mood down. And you could always spin the bottle again. You haven't said much at all since your return. And in fact, you were almost quite glib, flippant about it on your return in regards to the death of your brother.
That's not for fun and games.
Dorian is still coming. It's still even now. This only happened days ago, so he still hasn't fully come to terms with it. And he's not planning to make any deals with the gods to bring him back stuff. Also, he doesn't want anything to do with the gods. He's just doing it because it's, as we said before, he feels like it'll save the most lives and also that's a lot more things up. Right now, he is compartmentalizing this so he can focus on task. They all do drink to the memory of Cyrus.
You're an impressive person, Doran. And who are not walking with us.
What the? I haven't lined up.
Someone ask a funny one.
You want some of this burnt heart, dog? I put some shavings in there. Fucking seeing some shit.
You're an impressive person, Doran. I want to see you cough now.
Yeah, smoke that fake joint. Smoke that fake joint.
That's birch.
Work that improv class.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna skip this opportunity.
I don't understand the rules anymore.
There are no rules. We live in chaos.
Oh my god, if it ends on Chet again.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Aura.
Hold it personally, I'd like to see it.
Well, everyone's getting what they deserve, aren't they?
You could always like.
No.
Listen. I mean.
Pick up that little droid, give him a kiss.
What are we rolling?
Performance.
Performance.
Why is it performance?
Because it's funner. And most everyone's bad at it.
This is hilarious. Oh no.
Yeah, this is perfect. I have a 3.
I rolled a 2.
This is like the two teenagers with headgear, like trying to find a way in.
Well, that answers that question.
Sorry about that.
It just turns into a hug.
Yep.
Yeah, like an awkward peck. I imagine I try to go left, but you do too, and then we like crack our heads, and then it happens again.
Yeah, we accidentally kiss each other on the lips when neither intended to.
Correct. Yeah, and we're making it count. Yeah.
The juvenility of this is making me so happy.
Well, this has been fun, y'all.
Should probably get some sleep.
At that point, they call it night and stuff. Head back to they've kind of cleared whether or not they're in a lounge or their rooms, but Ashton reportedly falls fair enough.
I'm just glaring at you from across the way.
I feel nothing.
I'm gonna just.
Because so the balls play at you.
Telekinetically pick up one of the blankets on the bed and hold it up in front of them.
Okay.
Let's give them some privacy.
Okay.
Little private room.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Wait, is Zone of Truth still up,
Wait.
though? Y'all have to tell the truth to each other as you do this.
Oh,
Well, if you walk to the back of the room, you
no,
step
we're
out
out
of
of it.
Oh, the two of you are talking.
No faking.
Okay, all right.
How's it going?
I don't know. There's only one real way to find out. And I walk over, grab the back of your head, and just go for it.
Mug it down.
This is like 30 feet away from us.
Yeah, but I have a blanket.
There was a blanket hiding it.
That hides
I'm
it.
giving
That's
a,
it, for sure.
Now we just see silhouettes.
And a loud conversation.
I just sort of am shocked and surprised. And I'll kiss you back.
I'm pickpocketing you right now.
Sleight of hand. Perception check.
Perception check?
Guys,
okay.
you're meant for each other.
Perception check. Okay.
21.
Shit, 15.
What do you have? What do you have?
What are you going for?
He's got 3 sticks.
What are you going for?
I was just going for something random in your pocket.
Okay, so you get to decide.
Okay. Why don't you take what do I have in here? Okay.
Don't go for your real pockets.
Well, no. I was looking because I have a list and I don't have that with me. Because I don't know where that notebook went. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to take out. It is a little spoon, and it's a little tiny spoon like this, and it has a little engraving in the ladle part, and it's the engraving is TJ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's TJ.
So we're kissing again for this.
Okay.
As we break it. Oh, yeah. I got you something. It says something on it. I'm not quite sure.
Oh my god! I've been looking all over for something
It felt
like
very
this.
you.
This is so me. Where did you even?
And now I'm just going back to
like
kissing.
this.
Yeah. Going in for another kiss.
All right, I'll go in for another kiss
Yeah.
too.
Okay. And I'm happy to keep this up for as long as I assume. It's
2 hours to the show.
Yep. There we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great.
I just throw the blanket over top of him.
Cookie goes.
I don't want to hold it anymore.
We do it for you all the time.
Afraid to drop the spell. I'm looking at this sword that has changed. And in the last 10 or 15 minutes before falling asleep, he goes back to just watching Dorian sleep, which is something that he's done for a long time.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as he's known.
The problem is, Dorian's not asleep. He doesn't sleep. His back is to you. But he just stares at that. Dorian's not asleep. He doesn't sleep. His back is to you. But he just stares at that.
As he's crying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Horrible.
This is how I compartmentalize.
This is my emotional potions. I serve them in a bento box. There's little corners for everything. That was my self-loading. On some rice.
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Got it.
All right, great.
Before the night ends, the firm returns the stolen branches to Jenny. In the morning, they start heading to the Trial Forge. When they get there, they see some guards, including a couple of tennis blades. One of them, Julian, says that everyone's already there waiting for them. Which is kind of weird because it's pretty weird. He says they haven't been. They really just got. The rest of the people just got there too. They haven't been really waiting that long. Okay. Oh, just want to see this one. Oh, yes, that one. Here, the present there are Earthberg Groon, Vexalia, Alora, Kima, Simone. The one from Ufadern, Jamon Sador, the of Ankarel, aka the Brass Dragon, the Bright Queen, Tofor Batorus from the Council of Tadori, Everoa, and Keyleth. They continue talking more there. Like they explain more about the capital city and the pillar, the prime pillar. And everyone it also explains like the file layer of what that keeps Ravos in the hollow cage, which is what will require the root is born to get past. Right. Imogen does point out that it's clear that Podolfo isn't fully asleep. Like he has enough actual thought. One second. Okay, and he clearly is alert enough to make something form a plan. They've gotten more information about the fortress stuff. It's being host to a large Rudian army led by the Thunder King Ozokuth himself. They discuss what we might, and they said that they very rarely leave their citadel near the Prime Pillar. These are like two major targets, and they got some alternatives between them. This is where they also show them the globe, which is the bottle of Ludinus, including the internal layers, the green internal layers. Do you have an idea of what they could be dealing with? Isn't that also Everard does it point out like many were kind of were first like yourself were forced to work there and did not actually want to are not there, though many more are there for the blue to go to the blue promise and stuff. They aren't even aware of what also what that could mean. And they're just trying to live their lives. Well, they talk. They at this point they reveal the back door they discovered. To say the bright queen. The bright queen is particularly interested in this stuff there. Though that kind of raises some alarms. Like they know that this one that the Cradle doesn't worship a god, a deity per se. They worship a deity, but not one of the they worship something they see as a deity, but it's not a god per se. And that works. And they're wondering if how similar that this thing is to put off. So she's kind of saying there is saying that this thing exists. This that pronounce was said to fall come after the gods, but according to the Luxon was there well before even the primordials. She also at one point she also mentioned everything before that she was alive during the end of the calamity. And has so far been the only ruler of the Kryn dynasty. Of course, I think that one good thing to point out is, while she's a long lifespan as an elf, no drow, she's also probably been consecrated, which means that she is like reborn through the power of the Luxon with all her memories.
We bid you no danger or harm. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
Yes, it does. That's all I needed to hear.
Very well.
Love the look, by the way.
So this back door.
We got a back door. We figured out a way to
kind of like.
Yes. Yeah.
We got it. We got a way.
Sorry.
But I mean, obviously, it's fraught with peril, and it's very, very dangerous. We've only used it once. We don't even know if it's still there, if it's been discovered, if it's been compromised. So we're playing a little close to the chest.
It's also really small.
It's secured. Keyleth puts her hand up. We have to be trusting here, or all is lost anyway. We received your missives and notice, and essentially, Bell's Hells here, while they were on their intel mission on Ruidus, they discovered an ancient tether, an old portal that connected wherever this section of moon once was to a place in Isilra at the bottom of a lake. This gate endured through the ceiling of the moon, and so is a second way in and off Ruidus. That, aside from those in this room, nobody else, we believe, is aware of. So.
Sorry, guys. I fucking screwed the pooch on that one. Sorry.
You're such a tactician,
Fuck
dude.
that one up.
1 in 100 roll would have solved this like 10 minutes ago. 1 in 100 roll.
brains melt.
Just
Queen,
Eye on that
for like-
sawdust.
Queen
Just
Furnost,
handing over the beacon.
That first heart fucked me up.
Yeah.
Dwarven Queen of Uthadurn, means
Yeah. Now they explain like how they can't send armies to this; it's too small. But strike teams or multiple strike teams can get through. They have 3 primary targets right now. Um. Oh. Oza and the Blade Bridge. The Weave Mind is another target. Also, any activities to try to get through or near to the Hallowed Cage is also going to be a target. Since they don't know where exactly Ludinus is, they can't really count him as a target at this point. But attacking just one of those targets will let the others. And that's when they have an idea who to send.
Army at his disposal. Are we talking about being the tip of the spear to an army?
I don't think that's right for us.
I don't either.
Keyleth chuckles. I might know a few old legends who might be up for joining an assault on the fortress.
Oh.
Besides, if it means destroying the Malleus Key, I want to be the one to do it, for many reasons. I'll see if I can pull some friends out of retirement. You see Allura kind of curls a smile, and Vexalia curls a smile.
Vox Machina will rise again. Then they also that will be probably talk about who will assault the bridge and go after. Now, then they talk about perhaps their battle plan against the Weave Mind.
We're going to have to be as invisible as possible if we go back there. We are a known problem.
Allura goes, I think I have an idea. There are few troops in this world who have equally endured otherworldly psychic trauma and stood in the face of the worst manipulators like they have. Just need them to return together in one piece. I may have a strike team to focus on the Weave Mind.
Well, what are we doing then?
I was going to say, it doesn't sound like you really need us.
No, that means we would go to Ludinus.
Shatter teeth, shatter teeth, shatter teeth, shatter teeth. We all cool?
Hallowed Cage.
The Earthbreaker Groon said.
So, in other words, they may also call upon the Nine, the Mighty Nine. Which leaves Bell's house to go after the excavation of the cage. And without them, Bell's house even giving us, I like either Laura was ones suggesting this meeting that they keep the knowledge of the back door and the strike forces perhaps part plan to within the server out. So they also are a little untrusting of something others. Statistically, there are a lot of people versus different pieces of parts of Exandria. The fact that the chances that not one of them is secretly a supports Ludinus, that is unlikely. The Bright Queen, who hears more about complaining, like it's Luxa, one they're asking about. Is this point where the Bright Queen explains with the Luxon to dissuade any views of it being similar to Predatos? and how it's doing. And Ashton, at this point, goes in the rage to show some of his dunamats within him, which fascinates and concerns the Bright Queen. And they are very much on high tension. Like is he like without going through the processes and stuff like that? They start heading for the surgery, but then suddenly Imogen. Well, first off, Imogen asks Groom where they can go to talk to the Storm Lord, and he said in the ring with some of the stuff. And she's like, of course. But as they leave, she suddenly gets this great headache, and says, and another red dream, like a red storm, enters. The clouds of storms of Ludinus will surround her stuff, but suddenly they part and disappear, replaced by a image of back home in the highlands of Cradle, or not Cradle, of the Talent Highlands, or basically back in a vision back of the Talent Highlands, and there in this field in the Highlands, she sees Liliana. That's where it ends. Now, before I head to the final part of the recap, which is my homebrew, some notes I want to bring out. I did create some ideas of like there being a connection between the Luxon and Ruinous, but I have a totally a different ideas of where there's like that vision basically with the thought about a fear you've once felt once before. It basically confirms what my original thoughts of of uh, of what it's my original was my original thoughts of what the Prodothos is. Back in the prologue of Downfall Part 1, we see the end of the Eternal Palace of Tenga, where in its orchard of possibilities, they see a new tree emerge, and from it, this thing which is a fruit, or gem, or sun. Gets there and it's plucked. It's kind of crushed, seemingly crushed, but then it causes the one to disappear, and starts causing the collapse. With the union of her, we can assume that this was the birth of Prodothos, and it followed him. However, I do so, but I don't think. Well, I don't think the Luxon is like entity similar to Prodothos, but I do think it's connected. It has a connection in it, based on when it was describing what the Luxon is like was also considered like a something of light and also possible and something to do with different possibilities. These were all things were described in similar to Tango. So in other words, I think the parts of the Luxon are is maybe like debris or what some part or what fragments of Tangar, or perhaps even the vessel the gods used to escape. After all, they did say the ship did say they crash. Other things I wanted to point out. What was the other thing? I know that what was it called? Uh, I had something. I guess these thoughts are to be continued. I guess that's what we're talking about for an episode with so many familiar faces. A familiar name. My new Ranger subclass, Conclave of the Dustblade. This in third edition or 3.5 edition 3.5, I think it was sort of was considered like the ultimate like combination of martial and the martial and the arcane. Let me and which is why I decide when I make a subclass based on this, I decided to go with one of the half casters who tread the line. The skills of the ranger are those that walk the line between the martial arcane. Those rangers that take to the ways of the Dustblade erase the line. Advanced. Oh, I forgot to put the level things. At level 3, you get advanced spellcraft. Uh, you you increase the number of known spells by your wisdom modifier, and half the spells you know, round down, can be from the wizard's spell list. In addition, you know a number of wizard cantrips equal to your wisdom modifier. You can switch one out during a long rest. When you and then you get arcane. I think it's level 7. You get next level arcane channeling. This was the original bread and butter of the original Dustblades. When you cast a spell with a range shot, you can channel that spell into a weapon attack. Channel during a weapon attack. For this, you have a number of charges equal to your ranger level, and spend a number of charges equal to the spell's level plus 2 to channel it. You must spend an additional 3 charges for if that attack is arranged. One, like throwing a dagger or shooting an arrow. Also, your DM can decide whether or not you have to declare the channeling before you roll for attack. Okay. I think this next one was level 11. Yeah, that's right. The increments of 4. At level 11, you get Arcane Sword and Shield. As a reaction, you can increase your spell DC up to your Wisdom modifier for 1 minute, but it's sort of taken away from your the bonus is taken away. It's transferring from your saves, which take a penalty equal to a penalty to your any save throws you make during that minute, equal to the bonus to the spell DC. It also works in reverse, where you can boost your saving throws at the cost of your spell DC. Once you use this feature, you cannot use this feature again until you finish a. Oh, this uses your action, by the way. You can use it again until you finish a short or long rest. So, like, if you want to start using it, if you're using it to defend, to make sure you make it, you can use it to in response to make it to do a save. If you cast a spell, you could use that to trigger the reaction. Finally, at level 15, battle ready. Kind of most underwhelming one. It's useful, but you become proficient in heavy armor, arcana, and one other intelligence skill of choice, and you also gain one additional fighting style. Real quick, trying to think what else. Oh, there was one other thing though. The thing about breaking about destroying the malice he destroyed and maybe help save the Windlands. And they figured out the best way to do that. What way he wouldn't expect them to do this? Do it. No matter what method they do, though, there is something they need to consider. He expects them to try to destroy the malice key. It's creating tension by creating pressure, building up pressure within the flow of magic. What happened? What if he's planning? But if them going after the Nazi is part of his plan, he knows that even if he can't figure out what makes sense, he may know that they won't do what they can to destroy the key. Well, if it's part of his plan, and the pressure release is part of his plans to help free Prodothos, like help using it to actually blast through part of the defenses. He's had a long time to think about this, and he knows that no matter what methods they use, they will be going after the key. I thank you for joining me. This is Free Arena Mecha, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.